And we're live. Hello, I'm Kelly. This is Rebecca. Rebecca, introduce yourself to everyone.
Hi, my name is Teacher Rebecca, and I have a YouTube channel, Rebecca F Online Teaching. Talk about all kinds of things. Used to be VIP Kid, Go-Go Kid, Outschool, okay, anything else that I have in my life. I have a daughter who is in Outschool, so I have a lot of things on the parent side as well.
All right, good. And I know this is my channel, but in case this is your first time here, I'm Teacher Kelly, and I usually read the VIP Kid weekly reports as long as they keep making them. I'll read them on Tuesdays and any Outschool updates that have come. Real quick, before we start talking about the Outschool updates, I wanted to share that I am having a next level Outschool teacher training boot camp. And I'm doing this alongside of Paige, Brooke, and Mary Ann. We have done this course in the past. This time it is mainly videos and you do it on your own time. And we provide a Facebook group where you can ask questions and things like that. In the description box, I have a link. And if you use the code Black Friday, you get $30 off. So
nice.
Yes. So let's talk about holiday classes. Do you have any classes coming up for Thanksgiving or Christmas or just the holidays in general?
Right. So I made a few last year for thankfulness and for like Christmas type things like candy canes and stuff. So I might just reopen those from last year and just do those again. But if I want them to be seen in like the parent emails, it might be advantageous of me to create a new one-time class. That way the parents say, oh, look, Rebecca has a new class. Let's go sign up for it. So I might do a mix of both. Bring out the ones I did last year, those two, and then also maybe make another one.
Okay. So I had my American Girl class out for Halloween. I don't think I'm going to open one for Thanksgiving and Christmas because I have so much on my plate. I had not a holiday one, but I had a one-time class actually sell out. I mean, that hasn't happened to me, especially a few days ahead of time. Like it was almost a week ahead of time that I've coming up Tuesday. So I even have an extra class I have to prep for this week on top of my normal classes and, my brick and mortar class. But it's a good problem to have because having a one-time class sell out almost a week at a time has not happened to me since Outschool was hot, like last year. So, that's awesome. So let me bring up, we wanted to discuss an email and we didn't have time. We both interpreted it in different ways. We didn't really have time to write to Outschool and get confirmation. So we're going to see what you think.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's like a Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Let's poll the audience.
Right.
What do you guys think? Help us out here.
Right. And I already read this like whole email on my channel on Tuesday. So we're just basically talking about the new referral program. In response to your feedback, our product team has developed simpler ways to collect referral from new educators. Those who've signed out for Outschool but haven't yet approved to teach can now manually enter their referrals information directly from the profile tab. Our referral program recognizes the important work you do to bring great educators into our community, and we hope this feature will ensure you receive credit. And here is they have a picture of where you do it. And maybe let me just explain to whoever doesn't know. And hello, Danny. So hi, Danny. Thanks for coming here. So the way they've always done it is like, you might just get on the Outschool website and be curious or decide to sign up for a class. And maybe you clicked on just anyone's link and it says create an account, you create an account, and then 5 months later, you decide you want to become a teacher. Well, the problem has always been like whoever's link you originally click on, that person becomes your referring teacher. Even if you try to, I remember I tried to create like a new account and like they fused the two accounts together. I don't know if they know your IP address or whatever. I couldn't get separate accounts if I wanted to. And it's been a problem, and it's why a lot of people stopped referring for Outschool. So they're updating So the way I interpreted it, let me reshare my screen again, is that they're saying if you already have an account, then you just add this code if you want somebody else to be your referring teacher. But Rebecca, want to go ahead and share how you think they're saying it?
So on that email, there is a link for the referral information. And the link is a little bit outdated because there's one paragraph that still struck me. But what happens is if I send you a class link, it doesn't even have to be my referral code. It can be my parent code, my teacher referral code, or it could be, hey, join this class. Okay, any of those have my personalized referral code, which is a mixture of like letters and numbers, about 8 to 10 things long. Okay, that's linked to anything that I send out. So if you click on there, it has a pop-up box saying, hey, sign up for Outschool. If you sign up right there through that, then I get the credit. If you X out of that, and then you search around and you go, okay, now I'm going to make an account, you've lost the connection to me. Mm-hmm. So then you can go back and go, oh, I do want to be connected to Rebecca. I'm going to put that information back into my account before I am approved to be a teacher. So you'd have to do it before you're approved. But so many people gave out their links and people would X out of that pop-up, say, oh, I'll come back to that later, and they've lost that link, that connection.
All right. Okay. And I definitely am going to send in a ticket to Outschool to get confirmation, but we just didn't have time to do it before coming on here. So what do you guys think? Danny, what do you think? How do you interpret what they're saying? So I'm interpreting that if you already have an account, like your kid's already taking classes, and then you want to add a different teacher as a referring teacher to help you be a teacher, then you just add that at the bottom, they have that just a bunch of letters and numbers that you can just add. All right. So
question, say you are referred by a parent who doesn't teach in Outschool, he's just a parent, and you get the give 20, get 20, you take classes for a couple of months, and then you see this really awesome teacher on YouTube, like I want to be mentored by them. Can you then add that and have two different referring people? I don't know.
Yeah. So yeah, I interpreted that as adding them, and then you have a different person referring you as a teacher and a different person referring you as a parent, and the parent referral gets $20 towards classes. Maybe that parent isn't a teacher on Outschool. They just wanted to share a class, and they can't even help you because they're not. Then you want someone to actually help you. Here's what Danny said. I also submitted the survey and commented on how nice it would be if we could apply to turn a one-time class into an ongoing. I love that they really listen to teachers. Okay. Oh, yes. So they sent out a survey recently. Did you fill that out, Rebecca?
I did. I can't remember what I said on there, but at the time I felt really positive about Outschool. So they got like perfect scores for a lot of things.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
I couldn't remember if I gave them any suggestions.
Yeah, so Danny and I actually were talking about what she just mentioned recently. She had a one-time class and wanted to turn it ongoing. You literally could change anything about the class. It's like the only thing you can't change once it's already been approved is like you can't change the class type from a one-time to an ongoing to a flex. And when Danny and I were having the conversation, she was thinking like, she could see the other ones not being able to change, but like a one-time can easily just go into being, an ongoing, because that was what she was saying. What do you think, Rebecca?
I don't know. I mean, it would be nice to just change it, but again, that doesn't help with the algorithms. My parents don't know that I'm still opening times and slots of different classes. They really only see what I'm doing if I make a new class. So it might actually be to your advantage to make a new ongoing class, get that email sent out to the parents, go, ooh, hey, it's a new class. And it has like the picture of that one-time class I've taken before. It's awesome, but it says ongoing. So yeah, sounds good.
Right. So I think I understand what you're saying. You're saying like if they've already taken your class and then they still see it up, they're just going to assume it's a one-time class like when they took it before. So maybe it's more, even if that was an option, more advantageous for them to get an email seeing that it's now an ongoing class. Yeah. Well, let's see what they say. Danny made the suggestion and they are listening to teachers. So we'll see if they end up changing that. Yes. Do you have any new classes? I know we talked about holiday classes, just new classes, or what's going on with you in general at Outschool?
Well, I try to make a new one-time class a month. I've always tried to do that just to kind of keep my name out there. And then I offer it a couple of times throughout that month. So this month I did one on leaf rubbings, and it also has like a math component to it. So I'm doing that like October, November, when the leaves are on the ground, people can grab the leaves and do a craft with me. And I'm thinking of what to do for November, December. There's so many fun ideas out there. And what I might do is take one of the lessons in my ongoing class and say, let's make it to a one-time class. And I'm always torn. Do I want to repeat one? And people's like, but I just took that class. Or do I want to come up with a new activity that I saw, but I forgot to put in the ongoing, like this leaf rubbings? There was no room to put it in my ongoing. Like, let's make that a one-time class.
Yes, yes.
One is math and science. And so I'm trying to find like, science and hands-on and craft stuff.
Yes. One of the reasons I leave my American Girl class and just like change the holiday title is because you can keep the reviews. So I have and you can keep the amount of followers on the class. But there are advantages, like you said, to creating a new class where they get an email, the ones that are already following you. So yeah, there's advantages either way. So yes, I actually, the one-time class that I'm starting this week is a one-time class, civics class. I have an ongoing. I had a parent that the ongoing didn't fit in their schedule, but they asked me to create a one-time class, and that's the one that sold out. So it's a one-time class on the 3 branches of government, and I have a new civics class. It's, as of right now, it's for ages 10 to 15, but I actually got a parent comment that it was a little easy for her 14-year-old. So I'm thinking about changing the age. So, we listen if you parents tell us, give us feedback too. So, I'm thinking of making the age a little younger. And then Danny, I just don't want the work of creating a new class, not on the top of my priority list. I probably should, after hearing what you're saying. You both have new classes out there. Smart. Yeah, it is a lot of work. And the part I hate is the approval process, because you never know what you're going to get.
Or sometimes they're really fast and sometimes they're slow.
Right. Or sometimes you get approved right away, and sometimes you get it sent back 3 or 4 times. Change this, change this, change this. And I haven't.
Make sure. Yeah. Go ahead.
Well, no, I haven't figured out. I mean, I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong, Outschool, if you're watching. But my theory is it depends who you get to approve your class sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah, it depends on the subject. You have to make sure you're an expert at the subject. It depends on if you follow the rules and requirements for the classes. Like flex classes needs to have some kind of student engagement. Ongoing needs to have the dates of the classes, not just week 1, week 2, week 3. Well, how do parents know what week you're on? If you jump in, are you on week 1 or, you're on week 10? How would I know that? By having the dates, people can jump in at any time. So you do have to kind of look to see what the requirements are for each class. And then it's a lot easier to get approved if you do follow their guidelines.
Right. And I actually heard this from, one of the admins, one of the people that actually works at Outschool. She was saying, and you've given this advice too, as a good marketing advice, but if you already have times listed when you submit it, then they're more likely to get it through faster. So I did hear that. I think in one of the webinars that they had or something, somebody said that. So
yeah, they'll send it back if you just say week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. You need to have the dates. Then you could do week 1 parentheses week of November 15th, and from there.
Yeah. Well, I meant times of the class when the class is happening. You already have time.
Okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You can create your class schedules before approval, or during that waiting process, or right after it's approved. But pro tip, make sure you have classes set before the parents get that email.
Yes.
They get the email of the new class about 24 hours after approval. And as a parent, I go, this class looks good. Click. Oh, no open times. Well, how do I know if it's going to fit into my schedule or not? How do I know when the teacher wants to work? I don't know. So moving on. And then I forget all about the class.
Right. Yeah, that's what you were saying. You may even think in your mind, I'll come back to this later, but you really don't, because you're not going to think about it.
You get so many emails, you get so many things, you find other classes elsewhere. And so, yeah. have some times and dates available when you either submit or during the process or right afterwards. But make sure you have it before the parents get the email.
Yes, Danny said, I need to update my dates and schedule my ongoing classes. Yes, every once in a while, I try to do it once a month. I go through and make sure I have my dates right. Make sure I have off any holidays or days off, and then update the description and my welcome letter. And, so you just have to remember to do it. Danny has a good problem where a lot of her ongoing, not really a problem, a good thing where a lot of her ongoing classes keep the same kids. So, yeah.
No, that's true. Every month or so, go to your ongoing description and shift things down. I'm always searching for classes for my daughter, and I've clicked on a few of them that look really good. And then it's from August to November 1st. I'm like, it's November 15th right now. Are you still ongoing? What's your topic this week? I'm not going to sign up unless I know what's going on. So shift things around. You can, reuse them. Just make sure you change the dates and shift things down or add new so that you can get new learners. In case your enrollment's down, yes, you can keep your regulars and they don't care what you teach every week, but you want to get new people in. Make sure it's good for the new parents.
Yes. And remember to change everything, because I've had times where I've changed the description but forgot to change the welcome letter, something. Change it all. You just have to remember to change everything. Okay, yes. And one more time, I wanted to shout out the new course that I have coming out. And this is a course you could just do whenever you have time. So you basically are buying the videos off us, and then when you get a chance to do them.
What do you talk about in your course?
Oh, okay. Yeah. So we're going to talk about the thumbnails, the videos, keywords. It's basically like after you've gone through the hiring process and you still want help getting going. We also have video samples of our classes, and each one of us has a video sample, but we all kind of did them in different ways. Like some of us kind of just pretended we were teaching a student and showed you how we were doing it. I kind of set up my iPad so you could only see me and not the students and see how I was teaching. But we have examples of how to teach. Especially if you don't have a child, because if you have a child, you could sign them up for the class. You could say, but how do these classes work? What do you do? We share that also. Am I leaving anything out? We cover a lot of things. Oh, Paige talks a lot about marketing, not only marketing to get people to come to your class, but marketing once they're in your class as well, like retaining. I personally find it's easier to retain students than it is to get new ones. So yeah, keep your existing students happy. I'm sure I'm leaving something out because we show a lot in the class. And we have one of us who also shows her flex course. So yes, I know I'm leaving something out, but we offer a lot in the course.
It's good, right? Especially for teachers who are so lost at the beginning. They're like, where do I start? I've never made curriculum before. I've never had to make thumbnails before. I don't know what I'm doing. Take this class.
Yes, exactly. So, well, I know you have a class with your daughter coming up soon. So that's all we had to share today. Yeah. So, all right. Well, thanks for coming on my channel, Rebecca.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me today, Kelly.
No problem. All right. Bye, everyone. See you next week. Bye.